new from Deaf Crocodile is Solomon King. Now, I've been excited to see this since I heard about it. I do love blaxploitation films, and this was one of those ones that was supposedly lost, discovered and restored with such great care. If you followed the restoration process from what the film looked like to how it is now, it's just simply astounding, and I was really curious about this film. It feels initially like akin to Dolomite.
Don't you suckers know that the days of Uncle Remus and old Black Joe is gone?
Man, you know, it's Bugs from Frisco, man. We all like.
If you keep on this course, you and Uncle Remus are going to be partners in heaven.
But without the self-referential humour and the kind of fun almost taken out of it. This is more straight-laced. We follow our character of Solomon King, who is an ex-CIA operative whom has been helping out with various different things around the world. A princess from a Saudi Arabian country has come over for his protection because there is a coup going on by this nefarious madman who's trying to kill her father and her so that he can claim power, and Solomon is going to look after her, protect her. Now, he does get offers from the CIA to come in and be part of them again and get the protection of them, but he decides to go it his own way. And ultimately, when the princess is murdered, he is out for revenge, doing it the only way he can do it, by jumping from one girl's bed to the next girl's bed, kicking ass in kind of laughable fight sequences at certain moments, and just being the kind of all-round cool guy that he thinks he is.
Okay, man, now tell me what's going on.
This is kind of fronted by Sal Watts, who is Solomon King in the movie. He's the co-director, he is the writer. He kind of pushed this movie forward, creating this vanity project. And it is definitely a product of its time. It fits into a lot of the blaxploitation movies, kind of aping on familiar scenes that we've done before. And what I kind of liked most about this one was the main character. I thought he was particularly great, the way he just kind of swaggers through every scene, just knowing how badass he is and not even having to show us most of the time.
Something. I got shot in the arm the other day. Oh, I didn't know about.
I feel that there's lots of kind of clunky parts of the movie that almost push this towards a parody of itself, whether it be the voiceover that is ill-fitting, the forced storylines that are kind of pushed throughout the narration of the film. Almost, you know, you get these voiceovers with images that don't quite match, that kind of drive the plot forward, almost like an afterthought. The way that Solomon King is so upset by the death of his girlfriend that he can only sleep with several more women throughout the film in his quest for vengeance is just hilarious. It's almost as if Sal Watts is just like, you know what, I want to just kiss as many women as I possibly can, and that's what I'll be doing, because I'm writing, directing, and I am starring in this one, and that's what I want to do.
Solomon! Hey, Solomon! That son of a bitch done took the medicine and ran.
The film takes a turn in the final third where it becomes something completely different from most other blaxploitation films. It becomes an almost James Bond movie as we get our hero Solomon gathering together a group of cohorts that he previously worked with, and then them going on a mission to Saudi Arabia to deal with the oil barons there and kill them in a kind of attack sequence that, you know, you could see appearing in a Bond movie. It feels completely different from most other blaxploitation films by that aspect at the end of it, but I kind of liked it. This does have a completely muddled plot. It's rather complicated and unnecessary at times to create something more convoluted than it really had to be. It's got lots of aspects to do with oil, political machinations of foreign countries, ex-CIA operatives, so many women and different characters popping up. It just feels unrefined at certain points, where it should be a little bit more controlled and focusing on certain aspects of the story rather than trying to grab in as much as possible. The action sequences are sometimes decent, sometimes they're laughably bad, but again, it adds to the time, the place, the film, the aesthetic of it, the way it feels, and I don't mind it as much. You know, it's a kind of amateur production here, so it doesn't really detract too much from it. Now, Solomon King, fairly alright movie. I may appreciate it more on a second watch. Just now, I'm just kind of like, it was good, it was decent. This disc is phenomenal though. So let's just have a look at some of the bonus features. So it's a new restoration from the only known complete 35mm print. Now, to have these boutique companies searching out these lost films, finding them and restoring them is absolutely fantastic. So for that alone, I think the disc's worth picking up to support people doing things like that. It's got several commentaries. It's got a new 3-part interview with Belinda Burton Watts, widow of the director. The new booklet essay by Joshua Howard. It's got a reproduction of the original press book inside here. There is a booklet within it as well, which is, yeah, it's actually pretty good, which I'll just show you some of. So in the back of it, and let's just see. So we've got some of the reprinted information inside, as well as the essay, which is a nice addition. I personally think the disc is worth picking up if you're a fan of blaxploitation, if you want to support these companies doing the terrific work that they're doing. I hope I like the movie more on a rewatch. Just now, it's decent. I would love to know your opinion of Solomon King. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Is it something that you haven't seen yet but you want to check out? Let me know in the comment box below. Can't wait to read your comments on this one. Don't forget to hit this video with a like, because it really helps the channel. There's more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. And don't forget, in the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program, manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.